Hard Knock TV face mob in the building.
Your block, you probably bred a fat pat of Tupac, a big part of B.I. Your homeboys from knee-high, and even when it was storming outside, that's B-by. That's me, dog. On my block, I ain't have to play the big shot. Knew me back when I was still in beer from Shamrock, and my nickname was Creepy. If Black Dude could see me, he'd be tripping. And I bet he still try to tease me.
Current state of hip-hop.
I love Kendrick Lamar. What else you want me to say? I feel like we losing it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the people that are in control of what hip hop does is so fucking white and so fucking Jewish until they don't give a fuck about what the culture and the craft and what it really is about. I don't know if the motherfucker is trying to really let me say this shit right, because I want this to be as offensive as I can fucking make it for these old ass punks that's running these record labels. You know, that's in the powerful positions to dictate what the black community hears and listens to. You know what I mean? I fucking hate that shit. Like, that shit pisses me off. Like, there's no fucking way that you can tell me that it's not a conspiracy against the blacks in hip hop, because you put out fucking records that make us look stupid. You make us look dumb. You brainwash a generation. You brainwash a generation of hip hoppers with this fucking crud. Alright, and then when these other rappers come out, splitting it down the middle, these other rappers shit sound like wow, y'all are great. Y'all look stupid. Y'all look great. Y'all look stupid. Y'all look great. And then, you know, motherfuckers start going over here, and then pretty soon, you know, hip hop is white now.
From the ghetto, so I'm used to that. Look on your motherfucking map and find Texas and see where Houston at. It's on the borderline of hard times, and it's seldom that you hear niggas praying and giving God time. That's why I ask my mom to pray for me, because I know that even I got to die, and he got a day for me. And every morning I wake up, I'm kinda glad to be alive, cause thousands of my homeboys died.
You've seen it from an artist side, and you're also the president at Def Jam South, so you've seen it from both sides. Do you have any advice for upcoming artists as far as like...
Man, all I can say to the upcoming artists, man, the advice that I have for them is to respect the craft, uphold the integrity of the craft, man. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't let these people dictate what we hear, you know, or dictate what we see, you know, in hip hop. You know, it's our culture. Like, stay the fuck out of it. You know what I mean? Like, this is our shit, and I just feel fucked up when a old ass 75-year-old dude that ain't never been to the neighborhood to embrace this culture or ever to try to dictate what's hot, you know, and what's not. Like that's what I want the youngsters to do, man. Protect the integrity of the craft. That way we can maintain, you know, where the shit's supposed to be. Because without that, you know, like I say, in 25 years, you know, hip hop will have a new face and a new hero. You know, like rock and roll got a new face and a new hero. You feel me? Like let's save and preserve this shit. Otherwise, Elvis gonna be, you know, the face on hip hop.
Right.
Seriously.
Well, that's connected to something you wrote on Twitter not too long ago. That was hip hop history rewritten like rock and roll history was, and we get to watch it helplessly and hopelessly. Is that that's what you're talking about?
Watch it. Watch that shit. You saw that? I'm glad you saw that shit, because that shit means every fucking thing, man. It really does. You know, you saw hip hop. Well, you didn't see rock and roll get changed because you wasn't here and I wasn't here. But the only reason why I know that it's happening like that is because I got people that was in the music business back then. Johnny Nash is my cousin, you know, and all my bands and shit, bands I grew up in, and they said that, you know, rock and roll used to be, that was some shit that fucking Chuck Berry came up with, you know. And the rock and rollers don't know who the fuck Chuck Berry is now. You know, the blues was Robert Johnson and fucking Eddie's son House. You know what I'm saying? Now the blues is fucking Eric Clapton. You know, Mick Jagger. You know what I'm saying? That's not the fucking blues, B. You feel me? Like hip hop is gonna be the same thing. To see a black rock band like who the fuck was this, man? Man, who the fuck is this fucking group, man?
Wishbone?
Not Wishbone, but it was another one though.
What year you talking about?
Oh, 90s.
Living Color?
Who?
Living Color?
Living fucking Color. Living fucking Color. Find me another black rock band.
Fishbone, Most Def try to do a rock band.
Find me another rock band, seriously.
If the Roots wanted to do a rock album, they could do it right. But they still are very much a hip hop. People think it was hip hop.
Yeah, I'm talking about rock.
Like, straight up,
I'm
like,
talking
rock,
about fucking. I'm talking about fucking.
Closest thing I can think of was a Rage Against the Machine, which is not a full.
That's not black.
It's not black. It's half Mexican, half black.
Hootie and the Blowfish?
Hootie is not. No. Hootie black, but the Blowfish white.
It's gonna be some stuff you're gonna see that's gonna make it hard to smile in the future. But through whatever you see, through all the rain and the pain, you gotta keep your sense of humor. You gotta be able to smile through all this bullshit. Remember that.
Pac. You knew Pac for a while.
I know. I've been knowing Pac since 1992, 1991.
Now I've heard you say that there was two sides to Pac. There was Road Pac and Studio Pac. Can you maybe tell us a story of the difference between a Studio Pac
and Studio Pac was he was working his ass off. You know, he'd go out, man. This whole table would be just full of shit, full of drink and wine and chicken and fucking greens and macaroni and shit. You know, he was a workhorse though, man. You know, we all had a fucking buffet out or whatever. You know, that he put us down with or whatever, but he was a fucking workhorse, man. That's why he got albums coming out, you know, almost 20 years after his death. He still got fucking songs that ain't been heard. You feel me? He worked his ass off. Feel me? You know, on the road with Pac, he was a totally different animal. Well, I don't know. Pac was always kind of wild, though. You know, Pac didn't give a fuck. He was dead in your face. Fuck it. If you didn't like it, fuck it. Fuck it, beat me up and shut me up. You know what I'm saying? That's what Pac was to me, especially on that fucking road, man. Right before I go on stage, when Pac used to open up for me. We was on a tour. And man, Pac would fucking have a fight and they'd be bringing out guns and shit, and the crowd would leave and I wouldn't get my fucking money. And I was like, God damn it, man, fuck. So I started fixing his ass. I started going furnace. Yeah, you know, that was them days. I miss that dude, man. It's a lot of shit that, like, Pac would have rolled on a whole lot of shit. Like, it was just, you know, shit, fucking Mitt Romney. He would have rolled on Mitt Romney, man. It's like Pac would have rolled on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like that fucking Pac was lawless. He didn't give a fuck, man. He would have rolled on all the motherfuckers.
I felt like right when he passed away, he was on that verge of where he got everybody he wanted, and then he was gonna politicize everybody.
He was finna fuck the shit up. Yeah, you know what I mean. He got the attention of the masses, and he was getting ready to drop a whole bunch of fucking knowledge that a lot of people had no idea was really going on. You know what I mean? And I miss that dude, man. He would have rolled on a lot of shit.
Can you talk a little bit about Smile? I've heard different stories of how the song came about.
Well, the night before that song, like, it was rolling, like, my mans was standing outside on Sunset, and Pac stayed and busted a U-turn. He was in the car with Eddie Griffin. So we walked across to the Hilton and met up with Pac and Griff, and had a few drinks or whatever, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna come pick you up, you know, I'm gonna come pick you up and do this record. And I'm like, cool. So shit, I ain't hear from Pac for a minute. Like we had left and moved to the fucking the Oakwood, right on Barham. That motherfucker pulled up, man. He had a black Hummer, dude, with all kind of sirens and fucking loudspeakers and shit, man. And he pulls up, man, and he started talking loud on that fucking loudspeaker, talking about Brad Jordan, come out with your hands up. I'm high, you know, smoking that good ass LA. We ain't had that shit, so I'm fucking, oh man, what the fuck did I do, you know? And then my home was like, man, don't even trip, man. We got you, bro. He was like, white people, don't be alarmed. I say, man, this motherfucker. We go out with my partner, my cousin go out on the back. He said, man, that's Pac, man. Man, I go downstairs, man, and he's in his black commando type of fucking Hummer. And I'm not finna go with him no fucking where. Because I know he can't drive. I know Pac can't drive. And I don't know who gave him cars to drive. You know, but he was like, yeah, man, let's go to the studio and blah, 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 blah. You know, Pac was always fucking on fire, man. And we went to the studio, man, and we jammed. And that was the last time I seen the Hummer, man. Yeah. And every time Pac would get into some shit, man, I'd be like right there. You know what I mean? A few blocks away or so. When he got shot in New York, he was at the fucking Quad Studios, and I was a couple of blocks away at the Doubletree on the top, you know what I mean? And I know that if I would have knew that Pac was in trouble, like we would have both been shot. Or them motherfuckers would have been dead. You know what I mean? We was thick and thin. You know, we had a whole fucking, everybody was thick and thin. Fucking MC Breed to Doc, Richie Rich, who am I missing? Spice One, Short. We was all like, we was them underdog rappers, you feel me? Like, we was the underground rappers. Wasn't nobody really down with us. We was down with each other though. You feel me? Like that's how I seen that shit.